This program contains crazy material, including offensive language. Listening discretion is advised.
Welcome to a VO's Padded Room podcast. So put on your straitjackets and join Big Jim and Brad Storm as they probe inside the mind of a new guest each week. So strap up and let's do this.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. Whoa. Unless you have our guest in the house for this week's episode of a VO's Padded Room podcast. Our guest started off paying his dues behind the mic way back in 1999. He has worked in radio, television, news, and delivered the weather straight to you on a daily basis, rain or shine. The countless hours of networking and training definitely paid off as more opportunities came to the forefront in the forms of radio imaging, commercials, narration, e-learning, video games, and so much more. Recent credits include Discovery, CBS, Airbnb, and he's looking to help out up-and-comers and seasoned vets alike. Learn more about the TV affiliate world, which he most certainly is a part of. It's time to get strapped in the padded room as one of the original members of Voice 123 and CESD Talent, Aaron Bradley gets locked in and mic'd up. Yes!
Yeah!
Oh my God, it's like 100 degrees in this booth.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah, I always say you're the shock jocks of VO podcast.
Why, thank you very much.
Welcome, brother. Welcome to the show, bud.
We all go back in time. We all have to start somewhere. I know you started way back in August of 1978. That's a good year, as a matter of fact. You were born.
I was born.
Minus the hair, right?
That's right. My mom dropped me and I had this voice.
Oh, yeah, true.
So talk about your childhood.
You know, I grew up outside of Philly. So I'm an East Coast guy at heart, and then eventually ended up on the West Coast. But we grew up outside of Philadelphia. My dad worked in the news business for some time, and that's how I kind of got interested in it. And, he was working as a news director, actually, in various TV stations, and that gave me the sense of the industry growing up. So I was kind of born into it.
Some fathers, my dad always tried to teach me how to play golf, and it was like 100 million things you had to remember before you could take a swing. And I was like, well, to hell with this, man. I'm this is too much information. But your dad, you saw him on TV most likely. You watched him growing up. You didn't go, oh, I don't want to do that. You said, this is something I want to do.
Yeah, he was behind the scenes. So he was kind of the news director guy, managing, the on-air talent. And, that gave me the sense that this is something that I want to pursue down the road. But I was kind of interested in, doing theater and doing, just performing. We had a home video camera, and that was the first sense when I was like 7. It was like, hey, Dad, I'm going to show off in front of Dad's home video camera.
Yeah, like the Goldbergs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
nice.
That was sort of the beginning of it, and we have those old videos. So I was looking back, and it was just fun time. So yeah, that was early 1980s.
Beautiful time in life for me. I'm sure it was for you. We rode bikes without helmets. We were carefree. We could do what we wanted till the lights came on. We had to go home.
The lights came on. That's right. You better be back inside.
We had that stovetop stuffing. Yeah.
We fell down a few times.
Yeah. Get right back up. No big deal.
That's right.
But you did some acting. How did you get involved in the acting world? I mean, did your parents get you involved in that, or was this somebody you knew?
Yeah, I was just interested in doing it. So there was a local casting agent in Philly, and I went in and auditioned just for a small little commercial role. I don't want to say like a childhood actor, but in a sense, that's what it kind of was. You go in, you audition, and I ended up getting the part, and that kind of put the bug in my ear that, hey, this is something worth pursuing. If you got a job, I don't want to say, it was like a pat on the back. It meant, hey, you're good enough. You can do this. So that gave me the fire in the belly to kind of pursue it. So.
And I think that's what a lot of people have a problem with, especially in acting, voice acting, getting in front of a camera, being confident. But confidence comes with having opportunities and also being in front of the camera quite a bit to get comfortable. And you had another opportunity in high school. Talk about your broadcasting career in high school where, hey, they had the morning news.
Yeah, it was interesting because I was doing the, kind of the theater and the local commercials, and went into high school, and we had this closed circuit morning announcement program, which was pretty well done for back in, the 1990s. We had the camera in the studio. We had a nice little studio, and then it went into every classroom. So we had a large, high school.
Yeah.
In fact, Ally McBeal was in my high school. So
Nice.
there you go. We we had a lot of students, and it was sort of like a little news broadcast. But I had the voice back then, in high school, hit puberty and boom boom, and
Hi there.
was able to do it. So it turned into a little news program, and then we took from the Weather Channel the local on the 8s. We recorded the local on the 8s, just the graphics, and then we replayed the local on the 8s with me standing in front of the graphics, and I just did a real quick, weather broadcast. But
Yeah.
toward the end of high school, they would yell in the hallways, "Hey, weatherman! Hey, weatherman! Hey, weatherman!" So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, I remember doing that as well. We weren't as high tech with the weather side,
Yeah.
but he just gave you an opportunity to get in front of a camera
Yeah.
and, try to pursue something that was new at the time. Because like 1999, 1998, I was on there in 94. So
Yeah.
it was something new, and it allowed you to grow in your passion.
Yeah.
So you go to college. Where did you go to college, and what did you pursue?
Yeah, I started at the local community college. So, I was in high school, and the local community college in Burlington County, New Jersey, had this, and they still have, it's since been sold, but they had a 10,000 watt radio station, and it was run by students of the college and then community volunteers, because it's a community college. And, some of the community volunteers were ex-Philly jocks. So this
Okay.
was pretty well-known, radio station, 10,000 watts. And I said, man, it's a community college, but I can still, stay at home. I'm not ready to just leave home, and I can audition for this radio station, hopefully get on this radio station, and sort of try to make a name. And that's what I ended up doing. And then was, over the years, promoted to the afternoon drive, the 3 to 6 p.m. drive, which was, I had a show called Aaron in the Afternoon, which was kind of like you guys, a little controversy. We had some music, and then we took calls. We took live calls as well. So,
Aaron, you think about those calls, right? What was the craziest call that you got on the radio?
yeah, this was back in the day when Princess Diana had just passed away.
Yeah.
And people were calling in, it's a conspiracy, and then one of our other topics was John Benet Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
Back then,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Jeez
Yeah,
Louise.
people were calling in. I had a guy call in and say it was the Santa Claus that that killed her. There was a mysterious Santa Claus, and he insisted that Santa Claus killed John Benet Ramsey. So I was just getting inundated with some, when you do talk radio, you get a lot of interesting people that kind of surface up, and fun stuff.
And then, now, what would you say to the calls like that? Are you just like, oh, okay, next caller, please?
No, we would air, we would air them, and then I will always say, what do you base this on? And they would have their own little, belief system, and it's, a lot of it was conspiracy based, but they had their own investigative work they did, and
two or three tabs of LSD, whatever it was.
Woo!
Right, yeah.
Too much time.
Smoking
Too
a little
much time
too
on your
much.
hands.
I know, right? So a little skunk weed or whatever it was back then.
Well, that's pretty cool. And the thing is with radio, you have to think on your toes, man. You got to be on your feet. You got to improv yourself, because you got to get these crazy callers calling in. You're going to be like, whoa, I got to do something here because everybody can hear me.
And some of it worked well because the listeners like that. I don't want to say it's a ratings gimmick, but some of these crazy callers, we would take sound bites from their calls and make promos out of them and air the promo. So it worked out. It got some ratings. So there you go.
So you go you go from there, you go to from the community college, and then you headed to, a regular college, right?
Yeah.
So it was what, Mississippi State or?
Yeah. Mississippi State has in fact, if you look at any TV meteorologist, a lot of them have studied at Mississippi State, and they have a program. It's a broadcast meteorology program, which
Okay.
is just unique to that university. Actually, I think it's the only one in the country. And enrolled in that and went through that program and said, after radio and transitioning, I was kind of like, I want to try to do TV, and I had more of a bubbly, personality. I didn't want to do the serious hard news. And I said, weather would be a great, way to do this.
Yeah.
And I did it, in high school. I did it a little bit in the morning announcements, and I said, let's do this. Let's make the move and let's actually do this. And it was transition going down there to Mississippi.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, I was going to ask you too. Did you look at Georgia at all? University of Georgia?
I didn't look at it. I had heard about it, but then I applied to a few schools. One was Rutgers University locally, and then for the broadcast meteorology program. So I just accepted that and moved down and said, let's just make a go of it.
What did you learn through that whole experience of changing zip codes? What did you learn that was valuable?
It was really good practice for entering the TV news field, because in TV or radio, you have to start small and you've got to work your way up the ladder. So you're going to be a hit in Tuscaloosa. You're going to be down there in the small towns of this country with putting your demo tapes together from the work from the small station, trying to send that out to larger stations. But you've got to live in areas that, it's probably not going to be ideal, but you do that just to kind of climb the ladder and get started. So yeah, it was a good taste of, moving around the country and getting to see some awesome places. And there's a lot of cool stuff down there. There really is. And, there's a lot of blues, the Delta blues and stuff down
Good
there.
music.
So I didn't mind it at all. Yeah.
And I looked at a lot of your videos on your YouTube channel. Everybody should go subscribe to that YouTube channel. And yeah, you're real comfortable in front of that camera, man. You're talking about the weather. You were talking about whether, the wind was colliding, making everything warmer, cooler, fighting. And I was just like, man, you have to know more than just reading a teleprompter when it comes to being a meteorologist.
Yeah.
And my question is, does a meteorologist get paid more than the regular TV anchor?
No, I think the main anchor probably, especially if they've been there for years and years and years, they get the money. I mean, if they're in a good medium to large market, they've been there for, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, some of these guys,
locked and loaded.
Yeah, they're the ones.
So with that on air, sometimes technology messes up, like those teleprompters, I'm sure messed up. How much of that improv work that you did in the radio helped you out?
Every day, man, every day. Either your clicker, we have a little clicker that you would hold and you would click through the graphics. And if the clicker didn't work, you would have to sort of BS your way through it. And then, you did it. And then sometimes the graphics would fail. So you're standing in front of a green wall.
Screen.
So, the green screen. Yeah. The
Back to
famous
you,
green
Susie.
No, it was you really do rely on just your ad lib ability at that point.
Right,
So,
right on.
Good practice. It was good practice. Yeah, and then that's good practice for voiceover as well.
You got to
So,
drop
absolutely.
a pumpkin. You got to drop a pumpkin from like a bucket truck.
You did your research,
Yeah,
man.
man, that was pretty cool.
You did your research.
That was pretty cool.
I was up on a crane. And they said it was Halloween. They said, "Weatherman, we're going to put you up in a crane today. You're going to drop a pumpkin down below." I said, "What's the point of that?"
You're like, no, you ain't.
Pumpkin head.
But that was a resume. I dropped a pumpkin. That was my claim to fame. So there you go.
I really respect you as an individual, man, because I look back at my college years and all the opportunities I let slide because I was a partying machine. And, I had mentors, I had people helping me out, but I just wasn't focused enough on the big picture. I always thought I was going to be in my 20s forever,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize I was going to be starting a new career in my 40s. But, but that's okay. It's okay. I just appreciate someone that did follow through
Absolutely.
and did, tackle those obstacles and just said, okay, you're going to mentor me. I'm going to ride this ride. Do you have any huge mentors that really played an impact in your growth?
Yeah, I mean, there were some local news anchors that when I interned. Jim Gardner is the local news anchor in Philly, who kind of I got to work with. And then when I was down in doing the weather down in South Florida, in Naples, Florida, Peter Thomas, who is the voice of Forensic Files, which is one of the best shows. If you haven't watched it, it is some creepy stuff. But I'm addicted to binge watching Forensic Files. But he lived in the area, and he came to the TV station for an interview because we were interviewing. In fact, Randy Thomas lives in Naples, Florida, and there's a bunch of voice actors that live right around Naples, Florida, and I was the weather guy down there. So they were at the TV station, and I kind of made friends with this guy, and just kept in contact. And he said, "Hey, would you like to come down to my studio and see what I actually do?" And he was doing, it's like, hell yeah, dude, I'm there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was doing it for Court TV back. It's now on HLN. HLN picked up Forensic Files, but back in the day it was Court TV, and he was narrating these crime, documentaries. And I said, man, this would be awesome to do. I still would love to do that. But he kind of went through the delivery, the breathing techniques, the really calming down, getting into character, and just telling the story. And he really taught me how to tell a story rather than just read a story.
Yeah, because it's totally different. It's totally different. Going from, you're on TV talking about the news to like, to be or not to be. You just it's gotta be different. And if people go to your YouTube page, they can see the variety in what you have been delivering to the public. And why don't you talk about like your total transition? What year did you say, hey, I don't want to be involved in TV or radio. I want to go strictly voiceover?
Yeah, so the whole time that I worked in TV, I was doing voiceover. I always had the closet with the studio everywhere I lived. And I moved, I had to move around the country to succeed in TV news. And every apartment that I had the, I had my little studio. So, I was building up some business. I was on the pay to play. I'm one of the original
OG
members of Voice 123. Yeah, I signed up for Voice 123 in 2003.
Nice.
So, a long time, man. And I was, getting some clients and building up some repeat, customers. And then by 2010, I said, let's really make the go of this. And I had some friends out on the West Coast and decided that's where I really wanted to be, and rather than, continue to move around the country. And, the hours too were just horrible in television news. I was, waking up at 2 a.m.
Oh my God.
So, we were doing the morning show. So I had to be up at 2 a.m. every day to be on air at 4:30 a.m. So
that's cool.
2010 came around. I had some clients and I had some opportunities to meet up with some people I knew out on the West Coast and just moved on out and never looked back, man. Never, ever.
You picked a great place to move too. You live in San Diego?
Yes, I'm between San Diego and Santa Monica. So I'm doing both. But I own a place down in San Diego now. So just fell in love with the city and
Legoland.
Legoland, and we've got SeaWorld is the big one down there. So, yeah.
My question to you is Eagles, Chargers?
Eagles, yeah.
Eagles, yeah.
Cowboys all the way.
Well, you're in Houston, right? You're in Houston.
Yeah, I'm in Houston. Yeah. Well, I grew up in San Antonio, though, and down south, we're all Cowboys fans because we don't have, a team ourselves. We got the Spurs, of course, but as far as football, basically south of Austin is, Cowboys fan.
I remember Emmitt Smith and the whole crew back in the day, man. It was
yes,
Aikman Smith, Sanders,
Irvin.
No, that was but yeah, Eagles all the way. When you grow up in Philly, that's a sports town,
Eagles,
man.
Eagles. Yeah. All right, we got to go. I'm just kidding.
They had a good draft too. They had a really good draft. And so they're looking to be contenders this year. Supposedly they're in the top 10 of the power rankings.
Today's game show is brought to you by the TV Affiliate Boot Camp.
Aaron Bradley, top TV affiliate voice actor and voice coach here in Southern California.
This is Bill DeWeese, voiceover talent and voice coach. And this is the TV Affiliate Bootcamp.
And there's two databases that were sent. One was one that was scrubbed.
The TV Affiliate course by Aaron Bradley was one of the best courses I've taken.
It's extremely important that we also really get you guys demo ready.
Pro Demo database of every hiring manager in the country. Everything you need to get hired. Inquire at tvaffiliatebootcamp.com.
Let the games begin! Let the games begin! Let the games begin!
Know what that sound means? That's right, it's time for another round of AVIO's Padded Improv. Today we have a classic SNL script for you to perform as a New York mobster. So when you're ready, the mic is yours.
Sort of like a, hey, tough guy, we're here on the VO padded room, a tough guy.
Yes.
I needed a birth control that could, keep up with my lifestyle. I wanted a birth control that takes the limo, not the city bus, if you know what I mean. So,
Correct.
Because I could deal with cramps down below, but something, cramping my style, you could say. That's why I chose Nova Bling. And, it's discreet, yet it's diamond encrusted. And it inserts neatly into the lady parts, if you know what I mean. So, looking for birth control that's as sexy as you are? Well, why not reach out to Nova Bling? It provides continuous low-dose hormones. That's right, hormones. And a mega dose of baboosh. So there you go. Yeah. Nova Bling is 60% effective at preventing pregnancy, 100% effective at getting that swag on, if you know what I mean. Plus, you can customize Nova Bling by adding your own fierce, glamorous charms, and instead of throwing Nova Bling away each month, you can reuse it as jewelry. You gotta wear it. You gotta wear it. Wear it on your wrist.
My earring.
So wow, that wham. Glam up that clam and shine that climb with Nova Bling, and say goodbye to the same old birth control. It's a different birth control that you can count on. There you go.
I'm on my way.
You got to buy that, man. You got to buy it.
That was awesome, brother. That was fun. I love that. That's my favorite part of the show is the improv, bro. That's awesome. Good job.
I do TV affiliate work, and I just did a promo not too long ago for male contraceptive, the male contraceptive. So I'm sitting here in a booth doing promos for the male contraceptive. No idea what it is, but I Googled it.
Yeah. Welcome to the do-it-yourself vasectomy kit.
Hallelujah.
Comes with a bottle of Jack Daniels and some scissors. And good luck. Call 911 if needed.
That's right. Snip, snip.
As always, my friend, a great segue into what we were going to talk about, TV affiliates. Why don't you elaborate on that and let everybody know about it?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what it is, because, it's interesting. A lot of people don't really know what it means, TV affiliate or TV news voiceover. And, it means you're the voice of a TV affiliate. So in the United States, we've got like 211 cities that have 3 big affiliates in them of the network. So the 4 big affiliates, you got Fox, you got CBS, you got NBC, and you got ABC. A lot of those are in 211 cities all across the country. And they all need voice people to do the promos of these TV stations. So that's a TV affiliate. You're the voice of the local affiliate. And TV affiliate, I started hearing it when I was on the news. They would introduce me. And, they would say, here he is, with the weather. And that put another bug in my ear that this is really freaking cool to be able to do this. And I started on my own, building this business with nothing more than a database that I got a hold of, reaching out to TV stations, really hitting the ground, doing mailings to TV stations. And it panned out. And then when you get an agent, the agent markets you under their letterhead to try to get you more stations. But TV affiliate is really cool because it's one of the only areas in voiceover where you get a contract for a year and you can get paid every month. You do get paid every month by the TV station. So it sort of guarantees somewhat of an income.
You're locked in.
For voiceover. You're locked in. Exactly. Yeah. So that's the good thing about it. But it's flexibility. In fact, when I teach a course in this, you have to really be flexible with your investigative styles, your contests. We're giving away $6,000. You got to be able to really be flexible and versatile, from the hard hitting pieces to the authoritative pieces to the friendly to the healthcare and all kinds of medical stories you're doing. So it's a variation. I call it like a roller coaster of voice work that you do, but it gets demanding. I wake up and I'm on the West Coast. I do some East Coast stations. They've already sent me the email saying, hey, we need this back. We need it back. And the turnaround for TV affiliate work is usually about an hour, 2 hours at most, 2.5 hours at most. So they want this stuff back. And it's when you get several stations, it really does get to be, you're on your toes all morning. So yeah.
But it's rewarding as hell.
It really is. Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
It kind of sounds like there's some similarities with automotive as well, with TV affiliate work, because you have to have fast turnaround times there as well.
Yep. And it's still, the versatility is key. Absolutely. Yep.
Oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. That's going away. I was gonna, okay.
That's going away.
That may stay in there. Now, as far as like because like you said, 211, 4chan was at like 800 and something different opportunities. Do you have somebody that's keeping those books on this channel over in this, little city needs this quick? And are you doing all the admin stuff as well? Or did you outsource that?
I do some, and then a friend of mine works for the Nielsen Corporation, which takes the ratings of all the TV stations. So he's got the inside on, changes of hiring managers when somebody is new, and replaced. We get the email address so we can actually email the hiring manager. It's a big database. It's got over 3,000 email addresses in it. So yeah, he does some of the admin work. I do some of the admin work, and then.
But as far as like keeping your schedule and stuff, is that something because like you said, it could get overwhelming. You've got this guy that, this station that wants a quick 15-second within an hour. Then you may have some across the country. Are you keeping your own, I guess, schedule, or somebody else?
Yeah, no, I keep my own schedule. I do it all, man. And I always say to myself, as you guys should, and any voice actor that's watching this podcast should, if you've got time in the afternoons, which sometimes, I do, better start marketing. Get your, do your direct email marketing, do your marketing, audition. So spend part of your day trying to get more business. So I always kind of work that into my schedule. Yeah.
I think a lot of, up and coming voiceover actors and actresses, they say, oh, I don't have to market. I've heard that from a lot of people that they're, I don't know how to market. That sounds like boring.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if you don't put yourself out there, nobody's going to know who you are. And now in your case, though, you've been around a lot of TV stations. You've already made a lot of contacts through your journey. Somebody that has no contacts. I had no voiceover contacts, nothing when I started. And so you got to market yourself. And I do a lot of it through social media. But in your case, you don't really use it. You go through direct marketing, correct?
Yeah, I do a lot of the direct email marketing. I use LinkedIn, which is the only.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like to become the god of marketing now for voiceover.
And I wanted to introduce you to Alignable.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't checked out Alignable, it's like LinkedIn.
Let me write it down.
But it's more focused in. That's what I wanted to tell you, because I think you'll like it. There's a lot of groups in there. And for guys and girls like myself that are up and coming, there's a lot of people mentoring people. They have classes on SEO. They have classes on marketing. They have classes, and you don't have to pay a dime. So we're learning on the go, and it's a good place to go. I think you'll like it.
I'll check it out. Yeah, and LinkedIn has worked for a couple of reasons. I always tell students that I work with, the hashtags are super important in LinkedIn. So,
yeah,
rather than post like a photo of yourself or post something that's not demo related, try to get something that they can listen to, a sample of your voice, a demo, or an actual piece you did, and then hashtag the crap out of it. So if it's a e-learning, you're going to hashtag e-learning, you're going to hashtag video production. If it's an affiliate piece, I hashtag TV news, I hashtag TV affiliate. I hashtag the ownership groups of the TV stations. So
yes,
there's that big feed, and you show up in their feed. You honestly do. And I've actually gotten a radio station off of posting a TV or a radio imaging demo and hashtagging the ownership group, they heard it on LinkedIn and reached out to me.
Yeah, and we've heard before, through Corey Disson and a bunch of others, don't hashtag other VO artists all the time and my coach too as well. It's like, don't, go after, like you said, the producers, the marketing folks. Don't go after your buddies because, you're not doing anything.
Unless you're a coach.
Unless you're a coach, like you said, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're teaching a class, then you can, then you can hashtag voiceover. But yeah, I looked at how many people are on the hashtag voiceover. I mean, it's thousands and thousands and thousands. It's unbelievable.
You got to go to battle and you got to say, hey, and a lot of, this was me initially. I was like, well, if I tag this company in it, they might say I suck or something. The bottom line is, and what I've come to find out as I progress, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what people think. I don't give a shit if the company thinks I suck or if they think I'm good. I'm just going to put it out there because if you journal your whole journey, if you journal it, people are going to see a whole progression.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, we're only going to get better.
And you're amazing, Brad. Sexy voice, Brad. I love it.
Sexy voice.
Hell yeah.
And it's like fishing,
No fear.
No fear.
Yeah, no fear. And that's when I was listening to Behind the Audition with your episode, and you guys need to check that one out too with Kurt Hilton.
Kurt's awesome. Yeah.
That's a great episode. I love that one.
The hashtags, like, you just rearranged my mind as to go, okay, well, I was hashtagging, production house, content creators, content director, audio production. Now I'm going to go for all the video game companies. I'm going to hashtag Blizzard. I'm going to hashtag Capcom, Ubisoft, because I don't want to be struggling forever, Yeah.
No, the hashtags work amazing. It's just the power of LinkedIn. I mean, you're talking millions and millions of people on the platform. So when you hashtag, I mean, potentially, you're going out to, hundreds of thousands of people. So yeah, the power of those hashtags is incredible.
Yeah, I'm going straight for Call of Duty next. I love that. I love.
Hey, Aaron's been on Call of Duty, dog.
I know, Modern Warfare 2, I think it was, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did your homework, man.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, man. I've been doing podcasting for a long time.
You're good at it.
I used to interview fighters.
Oh, yeah?
If I didn't know what the hell the fighter was about, I mean, I look stupid. I took your free session in TV Affiliate.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Well, you can be the next, you're going to be the next guy doing it, man.
Well, I really like what you do. I like what you do with the fights.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
That one video where you're talking about the fight, upcoming fight. I really like that stuff because I've always been around pro wrestling and MMA. And I was just like, man, that outside of video games, that's where I want to be.
Yeah, I was fortunate and I got this just kind of, again, through direct marketing at Fight TV. So Fight TV is a pay-per-view platform. Yeah, and they do a lot of MMA and they do a lot of boxing and some wrestling. But they have an MMA facet of Fight TV that's based more in like Brazil. And I one of the promo voices for that part of the network. So yeah, that's probably what you saw, the video of the Fight TV promo. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's pretty
beautiful.
Cool.
We had Joe Martinez on here, one of the episodes. I don't know if you heard that one, as far as the voice UFC, I think it was.
Big time stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you got somebody that just TV affiliates. I'd like to get involved in that. Outside of signing up for the class, what do they need to do to get prepared?
Yeah, so let's say you wanted to even get into this class, same preparation work to get into TV affiliate. You need the home studio. We always recommend that you have an engineer, either George Whittam or Bill's son, Alex, is an audio engineer. Have somebody dial into your studio and do some sound checks. Make sure it actually sounds where it needs to be. Get a good microphone, get a good pop filter, make sure you have a good audio interface. You've got an engineer that gave sort of the gold star, of approval to your studio, and then get some coaching. Learn how to interpret TV affiliate copy, and that's kind of what the class, teaches you. But to prepare for it, you've got to make sure all your ducks are in a row with your studio and your versatility with at least the ability to interpret news copy. It's a little different, and we teach all that in this class. But yeah, you really. It takes a special devotion to this because it is a lot of rejection to get into TV affiliate. You're almost waiting. In fact, one of my students said to me, he goes, "So Aaron, we're in a sense waiting for somebody to be fired." And I said, in a sense, you are, because every TV station already has a voice. So when they don't renew that voice talent, or in fact, they change formats, like they go from eyewitness news to action news, they need more voice people anytime they change formats. That's always a given. But it takes that tenacity, and we teach time, tenacity, and talent. I say that over and over and over again: time, tenacity, talent. So that's how you would prepare for it. Yeah.
You've got a bonus in your classes too. You've got maybe a database or something like that, right? Maybe an in on it, right? That some people may not know.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a master database, and the database is the database of all the hiring managers. So that's how you would do your direct email marketing. Yep.
The Holy Grail.
Only accessible through Aaron's course, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. And he, she, it, pronouns, whatever the hell they got going on now.
He, she, it. He, she, it. That's right.
Oh, boom.
They got furries now. I know I'm going way off topic. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah. Kitty litter and all that shit. Anyway,
with the beard.
Let's get back to it.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for spending time with us today. It's gone by quite fast.
Yeah.
It goes too fast, man.
I'll tell you right now, it really may put a smile on my face when you reached out to us and wanted to be on the show. And that always takes priority over everybody else.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, you guys are the best. I really like the whole shock jock approach to a voiceover podcast. It is kind of cool, man. Nobody else is doing it, so it's your niche.
I appreciate that.
There you go.
But we don't want to go too overboard.
No, you gotta.
No, we're having a good time, man.
Exactly.
Do you want to make any shout outs, or you want to plug your social media? Give it a shout.
Yeah, so I'll just say for the course, we have a website up, and it's to teach you how to get into TV affiliate work. It's tvaffiliatebootcamp.com, tvaffiliatebootcamp.com. You would put your email address in there, and then it gives you access to the hour-plus long webinar that Bill DeWeese and I did on TV affiliate work, and we have a 9-step process on how to get into it. We go over all the 9 steps for free in this hour-plus long video, and then it has a little link on this TV Affiliate Bootcamp where you can click the link to book a call to explore, the different tiers of pricing, how to get into it, when the course is, all that. So that's all at that website if you want to check it out. And then my website is just aaronvo.com.
Yeah, check it out. It's a really good website. Excellent website. Hey, Big Jim, got to make any social media plugs?
Yeah, absolutely. Find me at bigjimmedia.com. It's currently under construction, but there's some stuff up there. LinkedIn, YouTube, all that stuff. Facebook at Big Jim Media. And how about you, Brad? What you got?
You can check me out at Brad Storm VO on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Brad Storm Voiceover on Facebook. Brad Storm on YouTube. And you can check out VO's Padded Room Podcast on YouTube, Captivate, Spotify, Stitcher, Ghana, not gonorrhea, Ghana. Like, subscribe, and share with the world.
So when the day gets long and shit gets real, you gotta
punch every day in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whew. I think I've lost 10 pounds in here today.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.